Okay, the topic for this basically this research is to find out your perception about your leader, your immediate supervisor. So basically, I just need your years of service.
Here in Inti,
Yes.
in Inti 2009, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. This is my 10th year here.
All right. So basically, does the leader in the company talk about his or her important values and beliefs?
You're talking about our current boss.
Your current leader, your immediate supervisor.
Does she talks about?
Values, beliefs.
Not so much lah. She doesn't really emphasize on that because I think most of these values and all that are actually explained by the top corporate people, the CEO, what's the other one? The CE. So she doesn't actually touch on these or talk about this.
Okay, does your leader specify the importance of having a strong sense of purpose?
That, yes, she does explain that.
Can you give me an example of?
For example, like now I'm doing my PhD and all that, right? So she keep, emphasizing on saying that what is it that I want to achieve for myself? What is it that I want to achieve in my life? And how does that actually? How can I contribute to the organization? She just talk about that.
Does the leader in the company consider the moral and ethical consequences of decisions? Probably the decisions that you have made, or probably the decisions that she has made on your behalf.
Whether she actually look at the value of?
Does she consider the moral ethical consequences of the decisions?
Yes, she does.
Does the leader in the company emphasize the importance of having a collective sense of mission?
Yes.
Can you give me an example?
For example, she always encourages us to work in a group. Even like some subjects, right? Like if you want to do projects and all that. So maybe lecturers from a few of us, different subjects, we can combine together and work on a project. So more on teamwork and rather than working alone lah. She does encourage us to work in a group together.
Does the leader in the company instill pride for being associated with him or her, with her? Okay.
Does the leader
instill a sense of pride?
Pride that I'm associated with her.
Yeah.
I don't look at it as pride being associated with her because I think individual doesn't represent the entire entity of a company. So it's not about having pride when we associate with one individual person. I feel it's more on the pride comes in when we represent the entire, like Inti. So what is Inti? It's not because of one person. So it doesn't relate whether it's with this. It doesn't. It's more on the entity as the whole rather than one person. Today she might be here, tomorrow someone else. So it doesn't relate to a person. It relates to the organization, as a whole entity.
Does the leader go beyond self-interest for the good of the group? Or the faculty?
Go beyond self-interest for the good of the faculty. I don't think she does that much lah. She basically just contribute on what she feel is necessary and important. She will not go beyond than that. I've not seen and experienced that with her so far. Right?
Does the leader in the company act in a way that builds your respect for her?
Oh, this is a very how to answer that? Yes and no.
Okay.
Yes, in a manner, sometimes yes. Sometimes I may disagree with the way she does things. So, yes and no sometimes, right? Yeah.
Okay, does the leader in the company display a sense of power and confidence?
Power and confident. Confident, I think she is very confident person. She always have that positive energy in her. She's a very confident, yeah. Power, she doesn't much use it, but sometimes she does have to lah. When I don't feel like I want to get involved, or I don't feel like I want to do it, and I ask her why do this, so she will kind of like push and say you have to do it, so you cannot argue with her. So in that position, that situation, she will use her power. She doesn't like just use it all the time, but sometimes I feel she does use it because she feels she required to do that. She wants to remind me that, look, end of the day, you still have to do what I asked you to do. You know, if you don't do it, then I will evaluate you this way, right? So that's how somehow she will.
Okay, the second part is on motivation.
Okay.
Does the leader in the company talk optimistically about the future?
With being here, lah.
Yeah.
Yes, she does. She does.
Okay. Does the leader in the company talk enthusiastically about what needs to be accomplished?
Enthusiastically, I don't think so lah. The rate of agree to disagree, maybe neutral lah. Okay, not so enthusiastically.
Does the leader articulate a compelling vision of the future?
Sometimes.
Does the leader in the company express confidence that goals will be achieved?
Goals will be achieved, yes. Very confident on that.
Very confident. Okay, so the third section will be intellectual simulation. Does the leader in the company re-examine critical assumptions to questions whether they are appropriate?
Not really.
Can you give me an example of how or when this
Okay.
was not done?
This is, for example, when there's some situation arises, right? And sometimes when I suggest to her, why this way? Why don't we do it this way and get it done? So she says, no, just follow this because this is the instruction from the top. This is how it should be done. So that just cut you off there. You can do it better way, right? Why follow this? Because sometimes you say, oh no, this is how they want it to be done. So, yeah.
Does the leader in the company seeks differing perspectives when solving problems?
Sometimes yes, sometimes no.
Does the leader in the company get you to look at problems from many different angles?
Look at problem in many different angles, Not many different angles, I don't think so. I feel to her, a problem is a problem. Just solve it. Doesn't really look at many different angles.
She wants you to solve it.
I mean, there's a problem. We have to solve it. Yeah. She's worried that if it's a problem, then it will be bad on us. But looking at it in a many different angle, I don't think so lah.
Okay, does the leader in the company suggest new ways of looking at how to complete assignments?
How to complete our task lah, our assignment.
Task, whatever.
Looking at many ways how to complete assignment. Sometimes, very seldom lah, sometimes, but most of the time not so.
Okay, the next section. Does the leader in the company spend time teaching and coaching?
No. That's very quick. No. You have to learn by yourself.
Does the leader in the company treat you as an individual rather than just a member of the group?
Just the leader?
Does the leader in the company treat you as an individual rather than just a member of a group? Just part of the faculty, or treats you like an individual?
She does treat me as part of the faculty, but certain situations you will try to relate and understand me as an individual. Means like when we are doing things that are not really a direct task kind of thing, like she knows I don't really like to get involved in so many events. So she said, okay, you don't like that, so this is what you do. So she does look at me as individual on certain perspective. But on the everyday work and all that, I think it's general.
Does the leader in the company consider you as having different needs, abilities, and aspirations from others?
Not much lah. She doesn't pay attention on that much.
Does the leader in the company help you develop your strength?
Develop my strength.
You may have certain strength, for example, you have this ability or this. You know how to say.
Yeah. No, I don't think so. She doesn't provide that support.
Okay. So the next one will be on measuring trusting climate. Does the employee? Do you feel that everyone in the faculty is very capable of performing their jobs?
Everyone. Out of 100%, can I rate?
Yeah.
Capability of doing their job, maybe 60% lah. Capable. The other 40 maybe they need some more guidance, assistance and all that.
Do you think that the employees, do you think that your colleagues especially are known to be successful at the things that they try to do? They try to do, not they mean to do it, but they try to do.
Repeat that again.
Do you feel or do you sense that your colleagues have been known to be successful in the things they try to do?
To be successful in the things that they try to do. Yeah, okay lah, not bad. The rate of success is there, yeah, not bad.
Okay, do you think that your colleagues have much knowledge about the work that needs to be done?
Sufficient, I think, not bad.
Sufficient. Do you feel confident about your colleagues' skills in the company?
I won't say 100%. Yeah, like what I said just now, capability is about 60-70%. It's about that. Not 100% very confident.
Okay, does the employees in the company have specialized capabilities that can increase the departmental performance?
Yes, we have.
Can you give me an example of that?
We have a lot. We have accounting, we have IT, we have what else? Business, admin, we have what else? Maths. So I think it does because this is their specialization. They are good in what they do. So
how about in a sense, teaching? In terms of teaching, in terms of performance in increasing our performance in teaching and learning.
you mean how good they are in teaching their subject?
No. How can they be be able to give everyone else this idea of being better in terms of our teaching and learning capabilities?
Teaching methodology lah.
Yeah.
Sharing teaching methodology and all that. I think yes, some of the lecturers are senior, like Mr. Tan, Linda, you, myself. They're considered senior, yeah? We can share. And in fact, the new one also, they may have some new ideas that they can. I think it's okay.
So the next one will be, do you think that your colleagues especially are concerned about each other's welfare?
Are concerned about each other's qualification? Welfare. Yes, I think we are. We have a good team here.
Is your needs and desires important to other employees or your colleagues in the company?
The needs and desire, as
your
in
needs and
my personal needs and desire, whether it's important to my other working colleague. I don't think so lah. I think it's doesn't relate to them directly.